What's going on, ESGN Nation, and welcome back to another episode here on MLB The Show. And this is Kansas City Royals franchise, episode 103, as we're back here for another episode. This is actually a pretty lengthy episode, so sit back and relax here because we got some action. Today we're going to be in, originally I was going to have it in AA, AAA, and the majors all in one day. But I forgot I went ahead and played the AA game. I actually simmed it. So we're going to go ahead and go to the AAA game and the AAA and the majors here today. So we're going to see Eddie Butler in action. Of course, a former player of ours who was with us last season. But then we decided to bring him down to the minors for a bit and see how well he does. Well, so far this season, he has not been doing too good. Even though his numbers, some of his numbers have been going up here. So Eddie Butler, 4-4 for the season. He has 85 strikeouts with an ERA of 3.14. Storm Chasers are facing the Nashville Sound. The Sound are currently 40-43 so far this season, and we are taking this series 3-1 this season so far with them. So in the first game, we're going to be in Omaha for this, like I said, for this series against the Nashville Sound. And Butler, of course, is going to be out there pitching for us. We're trying our best to get him called back up at some point here. But his numbers, he's had kind of a seesaw type of season right now. And I think we may give him, depending on how this game goes here, we may go ahead and give him a call up at some point here in the net before the probably after the All-Star break here, which is coming up here pretty soon. So let's go to the top of the first here, and we'll see McKinney here for the Nashville Sound. Nashville, of course, been playing some really good baseball here. They got some pretty good prospects coming up here for them, which we could probably see here in the next 2 years or so for their organization. So see a quick pat or a quick throw there, and that's going to go to first for the first out here. So far, defensively here we have some issues with defense. I think we're in the top. I think we're in the top of, or at least close to in the AAA. There, we're in the, I think we're a top 2 team, or I think we're second in our division right now. So we're trying our best out here, but. We got some guys here. We really have a lot of issues with injuries right now, which is kind of becoming a thing here in the majors too. Because if you don't remember, but we do have our shortstop in the majors there, who is out, and of course at some point here we'll try to he won't see him at all this season because he is. To the point now, I pretty much forgot what his name is now. Jeez, he'll come to me. Anyway, Butler, 2 out already here in the first inning. So far the first inning is going to pretty good, great. And there you see Jones now striking out there as he takes that third pitch there, the third strike there, and takes that one looking. So we'll see now Bobby Hall coming up here to pitch, and there you see his numbers so far. And Bobby Hall is actually a pretty good pitcher here. He's a tough guy. 5 starts, 3-2 so far this season, with a 2.86 ERA. And Dyson here, of course, Dyson, we've moved him down here this season as we're trying to get his, get him to see better, and with pitches and stuff. That's been one of his issues here. Usually he's like here in the minors, he is our leadoff guy there in the majors, and hopefully we're going to have him being called up here, especially during we get closer to postseason here. He might actually get called up here pretty soon, as we do need some help there in the outfield situation. There you see Bubba Sterling, of course, Dozier, and Peterson, guys that we're looking at possibly bringing up next season to play in their, of course, all of them have played in the majors at some point here. Dozier is actually a guy that we've I think he might be the only one out of that group there that has not come up yet to the majors, and I think he is due to get some time up there, especially with the issues of injuries here we've been having here as of late. That is something that I've been looking into. So we'll see Bubba Sterling up here. Of course, Bubba, he's had some time in the majors. As we see him hit this one high and deep over to right field. This one's going to get caught near the warning track as he just shows off some of his warning track power. So no score here after the first full inning. So now we go to the top of the second here, and we'll see Jarred Schwarber. I think that's how you say his card. I'm not really good at saying these names. So we go to the 1-1 count here for him. He hits one right down the third base line, and that'll be a base hit for him. Putting the Sound now have a runner on board with nobody out here in the second inning. Marte here, we'll see him up to bat here. There you see his numbers so far in the last 5 games there. He has not been hitting so well here. So this should be a good opportunity now for us to try to get a double play here in this situation and try to get 2 away here quickly. Runner on first, and then you see the hit there. And oh my goodness, he finds a spot out there to left field. That's going to drive the runner to now go to second, as there's now runners in second and third here. So Butler already in trouble here in this one, as now we got to tighten up the hatches here and focus in and be a little more laser focused now on these pitches. So here we are now, 0-1 count. Next batter here for the Sound. This is a dribbler there. Can't get the runner at second. Try to get the runner at home, but no, as he's going to be safe. And now that's 1 run across for the Nashville Sound, and there's still 2 on board with nobody out. Okay, so let's see here what we can do now. 0-2 count now for the next batter here. Ground ball there. Tried to turn for 2. There's 1. There is no. That's going to be a runner safe at first on that play, as Hosmer tried to turn that double play. Now Jose Martinez up to bat here. We'll see with runners on the corners here with only 1 out. Martinez has a good opportunity here to get a base hit. No, that's going to be snagged there by the second baseman. Nice job. 2 away there for the Nashville Sound, as they have 1 run already across the plate. And runners now on the first and third, as Johnny Newton will come up to bat. Here you see he's batting just a couple of quarters or so there in his at bat. As we'll see here, runners on the corners here, 2 out. Butler's got to get out of this inning here if he wants to keep this anywhere at least intact here to help his buddies there. You can see a nice snag there, good play from Dozier as he gets the fun out there, catching that one out of the foul territory. So now we'll see Hunter Dozier up to bat, matter of fact, here as we start the top of the bottom of the second here, and we'll see what Hunter Dozier does here. You see it split so far this season. Like I said, we got to get him an opportunity to get called up here. He's actually had a pretty good year here so far in AAA, and I really thought this was gonna be the year that we could bring him up at the start of the season. But then with all our issues that we've had, and with injuries, and then just trying to just keep what we have intact right now, which is nice. We have a good, but I just want to get Dozier some exposure here before really putting him out there next season. As we'll see a ball there, that's gonna be a ground ball, and that's gonna be a quick out. 6-3 put away there on that play. And that's a great job there from the defense. This defense, I'm telling you, for the Sound are really good. I think we featured them before here in the past episodes. It's been a while, like I said, since we've seen any of this action here from the Royals in this series. But where you see Storm Chasers here having again another trouble here as they give up another base hit, or I should say the Sound having trouble there giving up a base hit. Now 2 out, 1 on here for the Storm Chasers. As we'll see a 0-2 count here, and this one's going to be tapped right in front of the pitcher, who makes a quick out there, 1-3 there on that play, and that ends the inning. So no run comes across there for the Storm Chasers. Storm Chasers still trail by 1. So Wilson Contreras now up to bat there. We'll see what he can do, and as we're on the bottom of the third here, pretty much it's been pretty much a game for Nashville. So we really did a great job there in the top of the third, stopping Nashville as we had a quick 1-2-3. And now we're trying to trying to get some base runners on board here for ourselves, as we're trying to get Bobby Wall here, who's just been pitching pretty much a nice game so far here in these 3 innings here. He's been getting the guys to go after pitches and putting those pitches where he needs to get, either get a fly out, ground out, or in some cases a strikeout. But we'll see an 0-1 count now here for this next batter, as we're still trailing by 1. That one's going to be grounded there to the shortstop there. He can't make a play, but we get on board, and I believe that will be scored as a base hit. So now Dyson now coming up the bat here. 1-1 count for him. 1 on, 1 out, and they'll see here they're going to turn that double play there, but no, the second baseman's thrown off the bag there, and that puts Dyson on board here now with 2 on. So Dyson on board here, and now we'll see Nunez up to bat next here. He's 0 for 1 as he lined out back in the first inning. Here we are seeing the pitch here. This ball is going to be olayed there by the third baseman of the Sound, as this now going to be the bases loaded here for the Storm Chasers. And now Storm Chasers now have a chance now here to try to drive in some runs here if they can find a big bat here coming up, and that big bat being Bubba Sterling. So we'll see if Bubba Sterling can step up here. He is our guy in the 4th hole, sometimes in the 3rd hole. Today he's batting 4th. We'll see what he can do here with bases loaded here, 1 out. And Bubba's going to hit this one past the infield. Base hit comes in to score. And now 2 runs come across. The runner from second gets out at 3rd. And 2 runs will come across there, making the Storm Chasers now lead this one 2-1 from a big base hit there. A nice RBI or 2 RBI single there from Bubba Sterling. So Dozier will be up next here with 2 out, 1 on. As we'll see a 0-1 count here. This one's going to go right down the right field line there. That one's going to be easily caught, and that is going to end the inning. So the Nashville Sound is trailing by a run here as we go now to the top of the 4th. And we'll see Jeffrey Marte coming up to bat. He's 1 for 1 already here today. And we'll see what Butler can do as he's still in the ball game here. Butler throws a pitch here. This one's going to get popped up there. Dozier has no problem calling everyone off of that one as he gets the first out of the inning. So nice hustle there from Dozier as you see the pitching comparison there. And so far, Butler doing a better job there against his counterpart. Now 0-1 count here. It's still in the top of the 4th. We'll see the batter here, see if we can try to get him to ground one there. He does so past the infield there, and the left fielder is going to have to track this one down. Runner will now go take 2, as that'll be a double. And that'll be a nice hit there, as now Darwin Perez now comes up the bat there. I can read. As we'll see a pitch here, 1-0 count. That one up the middle there. No one's there for that one here. Runner's going to come around 3rd, come in to score, and the run will score. They'll tie this one up 1-1 here for this ball game as Jose Martinez up to bat next here, lined out back in the in the second there. So 0 for 1 day here for him as he has a runner on first. 2-2 game. And on that 1-2 count there, he swings and misses there as Butler's relieved here, but not out of the woods here just yet, as he's already given up a run here in this inning and tied this ball game up. As we're getting now the midway part of this ball game. Johnny Newton up to bat. He popped out back in the second. We'll see what he can do this time around as he has a pitcher's count here, 0-2. And with a runner on on first here, this ball is going to be hit over there to the shortstop. Can they make the play? Can they get this one over to first? They do so there. And that ends the inning. So 1 run comes across here in the top of the 4th. It's tied 2-2 here. As now we go to the top of the 5th. So now could we see some more action here from Nashville? As Eddie Butler here back on still in the hill. And we'll see a 2-2 count here. This one up the middle there. That's going to be a base hit. And the Royals pitcher here is just giving up base hit after a base hit here now. We got to try to button this up here and really close up that middle there, as the Nashville Sound is really taking advantage of that. 2-1 count here. Runner's going to take off here for second. And we'll see a cracked bat here. Can they get the runner out there at first? And they do so there. But it's already been done there as the runner takes off. So now Tommy Jones now has a chance here to get a base hit and drive in a run here, as he has an 0-2 count coming up on him. We'll see what Butler can do here on this pitch here. Butler gives up a pitch over to right field here. Runner is going to come around third, and he's going to get held up, as that's a base hit for the Nashville Sound. 1-2 count, or see, a 1-2 day here, a single there for the batter here, as we'll see a full count now here. And of course the floodgates could open up here, as we'll see hopefully a ground or don't play here. Turn 1, turn 2, and that ends the inning. So no runner comes across, as the runner at third will not count, and it's still a 2-2 ball game here as we go to the bottom of the fifth. We'll see if the Storm Chasers now can try to get some ground going here for themselves here on their bottom half. As I see Wilson Contreras now 0 for 1, and we'll see what he can do here, as Contreras now up to bat here. And we'll see if he can get a rally going here, as that's a ground ball there to the third baseman. Turns that one there quickly, and they get the first out there in the inning, as the runner is going to be out. Fletcher's up next here, as we're in the bottom half of the order. 0-2 count here for Fletcher. 2-2 ball game here in this one, and here in Omaha, and that is going to be a swing and a miss there, as that strikeout number 3 on Fletcher. As now we'll see Gerard Dyson as we restart the order here. Dyson 1 for 2 here today, a single back in the third, and we'll see what he can do here. Maybe he can ignite this lineup here as it restarts now. As we'll take a look here, he's going to go after the first pitch here. Goes up the middle there. Nice hustle there from the shortstop. Can he get that one there on time? No. Dyson, of course, a speedy outfielder, gets down the line there quickly, as Nunez now comes up here. So we'll see what he can, or excuse me, not Nunez, Nunez can do, as there's 2 out, 1 on here. 1-0 count, hitters count here, and Dyson's going to take off here. Dyson's going to slide and get there on time. He's going to be safe. Nice hustle there. Great job of using the wheels he has to get the runner in scoring position now. Now a base hit should score a run here for the Storm Chasers, as you see the replay there. And oh, nice hustle there. That's one thing we are missing there in the majors right now, is Dyson's wheels. So now 1-2 count here for the batter, for Nunez, as he swings and misses there. And that leaves our base runner stranded at second, as it's 2-2 after 5 here. We really need to turn things around here. Of course, at some point here, we're going to have to worry. Our real problem is our pitching, as Butler is still going to be out here at the top of the 6th. 0-1 count here, and we'll see the pitch here. This one's going to be hit up the middle there again, as they're just taking advantage of that middle there. And that's something that Butler's needed. He needs to be more aware of here. He needs to get that ball and get them to ground that ball out and ground it towards the shortstop or second baseman there. Of course, our second baseman needs to play a little bit closer in there. But we'll see here, Dozier there trying to turn for 2. Can he get it? And he does so there. So nice job, as the crowd gets back into this one again here with us. Now Perez up to bat next here. 2 out, nobody on. 0-2 count here for Perez. We'll see what he can do in this situation. That's a swing and a miss there for Perez, as Butler gets out of the inning. It's still 2-2 as we go to the bottom of the 6th here. We'll see what the Royals can now do, if they can try to produce any kind of runners on board here, as they've been leaving quite a bit here today. So now we'll see Sterling up to bat here first to lead off, and Sterling rips one down the first base line. That goes out to right field. Sterling going for 2 here. Can he get there on time? He does. Nice hustle there with nobody out. And that's the way you want to start off, be the leadoff man now. So we'll see Hunter Dozier up next here. He's flied out twice already here today. A base hit from Dozier can do a lot for us and could score a run here to break up this 2-2 tie. 1-0 count now for Dozier as he gets a pitch here. Dozier swings this one here high and deep, but it's going to be shallow to right. Not deep enough to get the runner advanced to third, but that is going to be one away there on our third baseman as Boyd there for the Sound makes a nice catch. And, of course, an excellent throw there to keep the man at second as Jace Peterson now coming up, or Peterson there comes up to bat now. We'll see what he can do as he has that runner on second with one out, tied 2-2 here in the bottom of the sixth. A crucial play here. You got to be clutch now. See, find that exact pitch that he needs. Oh, not what we need there, but he does move the runner over to third. Now with 2 out here, now the Royals need to be more cautious now on their batting here. So 1-2 count now for Brett, as we'll see what he can do. Royals still tied 2-2 here, and oh, not what we need there. That change up there gets inside of him there, and it leaves it at 2-2 here after 6. So a really good defensive game so far here in this one, in these middle innings here. Now we're getting to the nitty gritty here, as we're getting into the final 3 innings. As we go now here, I believe we're in the 7th inning here, and Harry Devano will come out to pitch here. 22 games he's been in so far this season with a 2-0 record, and he has 1 save, and of course ERA around 3. So top of the 7th here, 0-2 count. And, oh, nice job there from Harry as he gets the batter out swinging. And DeVero there, nice job there as he's a middle relief pitcher of ours. Guy's been with us for quite some time here and showing off what he can do, as that is out number 1. Johnny Newton now coming up to bat next. 0-2 count here on him. Or, excuse me, a full count here on him. He's 0 for 2 for the day, I should say. As that one's just a little too high there, and that is going to be a walk. As Newton will get his, will be rewarded there a base there at first. So McKinney up to bat next here, 2-3 day for him, as he's 0 for 2 in this count. And we'll see if we can get a strikeout here or some kind of ground out. Ooh, nice strikeout, as he is irritated about that one. And that is 1 away for the Sound. As we take a look here, look at that, just a great pitch there, as Harry knew exactly what he was doing. So now 2 away here for the Sound, as there's a 2-2 count, and we'll see the pitch here from Boyd, and oh, nice job there on that slurve. That gets past him as he just takes that one looking, and it's now still tied up 2-2 as we go now to the top of the 8th. So Nashville now up to bat here, as Jones gonna see what he can do in this one, as he's had a moderate day here. We'll see a 1-1 count, and the pitch here in the 8th. That one goes up the middle there. That's going to be a base hit. Runner's going to take a single, and now the question is, do we keep this pitcher out here, or do we try to see if he can get these guys in a double play situation here now? So 1-1 count now, as the Sound here have a good chance here. And they've been doing a great job here in situations like this. You see, this one gets hit over the freaking left field, and that's going to be a base hit. Now 2 runners on board here. Now really gets the gears grinding here. Now, do we go ahead and find a new arm? We'll see here. They're going to do a bunt situation here. Try to see if we're going to get this runner out at first there. That one's going to throw the first, and that's an out. As now runners are shifted over in scoring position now in 2nd and 3rd. And now the Sound have an opportunity here now. Basically anything hit in the infield, it's going to be a runner scoring, unless they can, keep the runner at 3rd. But we'll see here what they'll do here. That was going to be a strikeout there. Nice job, as that is going to be a nice one there. 2nd out of the inning. And that's just a great job there getting that batter here. So now with 2 out, 2 on here, all we need now is just a pop fly, a strikeout, or a bait, or a ground ball in the infield there, and we can get out of this inning here with a still a tied ball game here. See the pitch, this one going over the head of the infield there. Runner's going to come in to score. Now the 2nd runner's going to come in to score, try to get one in there, and he does so. It's now a 4-2 ball game. Nashville Sound take the lead here in this one. Still in the top of the 8th here, 2 out, 1 runner on. 0-1 count here. Can we get out of this inning here? The ball's going to hit to right field. Nice catch there, but the damage has been done And Nashville Sound now take a 2-run lead here as it goes to the bottom half of the 8th. As Dyson will be up to bat here along with Nunez and Sterling. As Sam Bragg will come out here. 20 games he's been in so far here. Of course, his job is to keep the lead where it's at, keep this game, and neutralize these storm chasers here in this one. As Hunter Dozier's going to be up to bat here. 0 for 3, flied out back in the 6th inning, having a really tough day here in Omaha. As we're in the bottom of the 9th here. Last chances now here for Omaha to do something. Down by 2 runs here, and we'll see Dozier, gets a hold of this one there, but that's going to stay infield as they turn that one for a nice play there to first. And a nice 6-3 put away, put a nice single out on that one. Peterson up next here, 0 for 2, and he, of course, grounded out back in his last at-bat there, I believe, in the 6th. So now with 1 out here, let's see what he can do here and try to maybe hopefully generate something here to get a comeback here. As that one's going to be again by the shortstop, who makes a nice play. And the first baseman comes down with it for the out, as it's now 2 away here on the Storm Chasers. So Nashville could come out of this ball game winning this one by 2. If Brett cannot turn things around here and get something going here. Let's see if we can get a 2-out rally now going for ourselves. Nobody on, 2 out. 0-2 count here. Pitch. This one's going to be a swing and a miss there on that slider outside there. And that is how we lose it. Unfortunately, Storm Chasers could not pull off the victory here today, and they lose this one. 4-2 is your final score against the Nashville Sound. So tough break there for us, as the Nashville Sound take the win, and they did a great job there towards the end. They scored right when they needed to, and they knew that our bats were just not rattling. I don't know what the deal was. We just were not getting things going there for ourselves. I really feel like after that we scored those 2 runs there in the 3rd, I'm like, okay, you know, we're kind of like our AAA team is kind of like our major league team. We kind of, you know, score early, and then, you know, the 5, 6, and 7 we kind of quiet, and then we kind of get going, you know, again, you know, somewhere around the 8th. But I think we waited too long there. Bobby Hall, of course, gets your win for the Nashville Sound. Now let's go up to the big boys here. We're in Houston here today, as we're at Minute Maid Park taking on the Houston Astros. And we'll see what we can do. As, of course, Alex Gordon and company are there ready to go here. Of course, we have been doing very, very well. We've had an excellent season so far here. And I've been saying here we're going to move along here quickly, and we are. So we're the final game of this here in the final game of the episode here today. Royals here in Houston start a 3-game set. This is a game. Today's matchup is between Jason Vargas, 9-2 for the season. We're trying to see who gets his 10th win here, and of course, for the Astros, there you see Jarred Cosart, as Cosart's 5-7 for the season, 53 strikeouts with an ERA of 4.62. As for Vargas, he has a 3.90 ERA with 60 strikeouts, and of course, we're trying to get Vargas's 10th win here. Now, last start he had was against the Orioles, which he pitched 7 innings of work, gave up 11 hits, 7 runs, all of them were earned, 5 strikeouts, but just could not stay in the game to get his 10th win here. Today we're trying to see if we can do that. As for Cosart, his last start was against the Mariners, where he pitched 6 innings, gave up 7 hits, 2 runs, both of them were earned. He walked 3 and struck out 4, and he got a no decision, just like Vargas did in his start. So we'll go to the top of the 1st here, and we'll see Alex Gordon here chops this one over there to the shortstop there. And for whatever reason, they do not make a play there to first base. It should have been a routine play there, but they do say they scored as a hit in the scorers table there. So we'll see. I don't understand why they didn't go after that one. I mean, Gordon's not the fastest guy on the team. So we'll see Lynn up to bat next here, as he has a 1-1 count. And of course, Lynn's been hitting home runs for us like crazy, as he goes this one again here, high and deep out to right center field. This one goes deep, and this one is gone. Oh my goodness. Lynn lights it up again. I believe he is somewhere around, I don't know, I lost track now here of how many he actually has here. Hopefully it shows, yeah, 29 here. I knew he was getting close to 30, or at least somewhere around over 30. But 29th, his 29th home run, that's a 2-run dinger. The Royals, this has been a great acquisition that we've picked up over the last offseason here. Not really paying him a lot of that much to play for us, which is, you know, even better, especially when the guy's doing something like this. And I believe right now he is leading the American League in home runs right now. So that's really nice to see from a guy like him that we're not paying that much. Now we'll go to the bottom of the first. We'll see Dexter up to bat here, and he's going to hit this one there. That's going to show Fonte, the old man, there in the infield, who makes a nice play and gets the out. Jose Altuve, one of my favorite players right now in the major leagues. I actually got to see him in real life at a Astros versus Red Sox game. Got to see my Red Sox play in IRL for the first time, which was nice. But yeah, seeing Jose Altuve, I could not believe how small he was. It's like, geez, he is small. But he will strike out there. That's a nice one there for us. So we now get 2 away here. George Springer, there you see, is in the road and home numbers there. Not doing so well at home, but on the road, he is lighting it up there. 30 RBIs, 9 home runs, and 325 there for his average. We'll see what he can do here as he swings and misses there on that cut fastball inside. And that's definitely a guy that we like to see swing the bat there and miss. As Royals take a 2-run lead here after that first frame. Now we'll go to the bottom of the second here, I believe here. And we'll see what the Astros can do as this is Carver here up to bat. You see they got this shift on him. So we're shifting everybody to the left side of the field here. Try to see if we can get him to ground this ball out. As he is one of those great right-handed batters, can hit that short porch area there in the ballpark. And ooh, Vargas, don't want to do that there, buddy, as he just lets that one slip, and he gives up that gives up a walk. So hit by pitch there on Carter. We'll see now the next batter here, and we'll see this one, a swing and a miss there. Nice job as we're able to lock up. I believe that was Springer. No, that wasn't Springer. That was Singletary there. As he strikes out now, still 1 on, 1 out. And we'll see what Carlos Correa could do here in his at bat. And Correa's going to hit this one there to shallow right field. And we're there on time as Marquez there gets the catch and gets out number 2 for us here in this inning. So now left fielder now. I believe that is Santana. He's up to bat here. Of course, when I went to the game, he was not in the lineup. He was. There's a lot of actually Astros that were pretty well injured. Springer, of course, he's been out for a while. But I went to that game. It was back in June, early June there. That first weekend in June, I think I went, or maybe it was the second week. I'm not for sure, but no, it's the first weekend. Yeah, went to 2 games. Went to a night game and then went to a day game. It was a lot of fun. Took both my nephews there and had a blast. Being that ball, I've been in that ballpark before. Took a tour of it and everything, but I told my nephew, he lives right there in Houston. He's a Astros fan. I told him, I was like, whenever we get another chance, next time I come back in town, we'll definitely check out an Astros game, regardless who they play. And happened to be lucky enough, my Red Sox were in town that weekend, so it was nice, perfect. As you see, a nice catch there from Martinez there, who gets the out there for the Royals. As the Royals looking pretty much in cruise control right now as Tyler Henman, the catcher, comes out to bat here as we're in the bottom of the third, 1 out. We'll see a 1-1 pitch here coming up as we get back into action here. And this one's going to sky out there. This is going to be high. This is going to be deep. And this ball is gone. That is a souvenir there. And you see the little train, the little choo-choo train coming out. And the Astros now get back in this ball game here as they get a first run on the board here. It's 2-1 here at Minute Maid Park. Now, I did not hear any trash cans banging that time around, but you know, you never know. That's him his 4th home run of the season as a solo shot, going 372. I know a lot of people make jokes about the Astros, and honestly, the Astros are like my 3rd best team, maybe 4th best team in Major League Baseball, especially now being an American League team. But it's tough to. I mean, I know my Red Sox have done some shady stuff too, but it's just like, geez, like I can see it from the Red Sox, but not from the Astros. Come on. But there you see a base hit there. It's 8th down, trying to get this rally going here for themselves, as they got 1 run on the board and 1 out. Dexter, of course, hits that single. See if we can get Vargas out of the inning here. 0-2 count here for the next batter for Tuve, and he takes that one looking. As he, I believe, tried to check that one. And he is going to be out, as we'll see. Yeah, I think it was a check. And yeah, you went around there, buddy. You went around. So we'll see with 2 out now. 1 runner on board. We'll see if we can get a ground ball here. This one's going to sky out to right field. Can our right fielder get there? He does. Saves it, and that's the end of the inning. So Alex Gordon up to bat now, 1 for 2 here. He singled earlier, of course, came to score off the home run, 2-run shot that Lynn hit back in the very first frame. We'll see what we can do here with Alex as he's going to lead off here in this one. Alex looking for a pitch here, and we'll see the pitch. He gets this one here, and Alex right up the elevator shaft on this one, as that's going to be flying out there on him. Lynn back in the first inning, you guys. We've seen this 2-run shot just at the start of the game here. Read this one very well and takes that one for a ride here, as that helped the Royals take a 2-0 lead there. And they hold on to this by just a single run here. So we'll see what Lynn can do now here with a 1-2 count here. And Lynn getting a hold of this one here high and deep. And did he just do it again? Yes, he did. Home run for Adam Lynn, former Brewer, now a Royal now. And there you see, just chugging along here. Hits his 30th home run of the season, his 2nd one today, and now his 3rd RBI here today, as he is at 434. Woo! This guy, I'm telling you, he's probably by far my favorite acquisition I've probably had ever in any road show, but any baseball game series I've played before I started doing YouTube. By far, this is probably the best one we bought, best guy that we picked up in the offseason, and really not really expecting too much from him, but it just, there's something about his pit. When I get up to bat with him, I just can just read a pitch and just drill it out of the park. No lie, just it's amazing. I'm playing this on Legend, you guys. This is no joke. This is on Legendary play, and with some pretty good sliders. I mean, I haven't really touched my slider slit since the very beginning of this series. So there you see, nice job there. We go get a double here on that hit, as the I should say they are getting a double there. I shouldn't say us, but they get a double there from Dexter. Makes it 3-1 here, still in Houston, as we'll see here in the 6th inning here. This one's going to be drilled over there to our 3rd baseman. And nice job there from Moustakis. Now George Springer up to bat next here. 0 for 2 for George Springer. It's been nice keeping him quiet here. We'll see what Vargas can do, if he can continue doing that here with 1 out. Runner on it. Oh, just when I said that, he hits it off the foul pole, and that's a home run for George Springer and the Houston Astros. I need to learn how to keep my mouth shut. Shit. 2-run dinger there for him, and it now makes it, oh my goodness, it makes it now a 3-3 ball game here in this one. What is going on? 2-run dinger there. George Springer's 14th of the season. Is he up for a contract? Because I like to pick him up. No lie. Seriously, as George Springer just puts it. I mean, I thought I had it right there, but yeah, I had it right there where his wheelhouse. And he takes it off to left, and there's not much I can do, especially hits off the foul pole. That's a home run. Tied now 3-all here. Let's try to see if we can wrap up this inning and see if we can get Vargas out of here, as this one goes up the middle there. Goes right back to where it was pitched, and that's going to be a base hit there for the Astros. Astros back on the attack here. They could try to get something going for themselves here. 0-2 day here for Singleton as we take a quick look here at the hill here, and a little meeting there, a little powwow with the pitching coach and of course Vargas and the catcher Salvi. As we'll see, this one's going to be a dribble there to second base. Try to turn for two. That's one. No, cannot get the second one there. And the inning stays alive there for the Astros as we're able to get Carter there on that play. And that is going to be the runners now still on the diamond. So Carlos Correa up to bat next here. He's flied out twice. He's 0 for 2 for the day. We'll see if we can get a pitch here. This one here is going to go high and deep. This is going to go back. And are you kidding me, Vargas? 2-run shot there for the Houston Astros. Carlos Correa putting one up on the board, putting up 2 up on the board this time around. And the Astros now take a 2-run lead here, 5-3. We cannot be losing 2 games in one episode here. One in the AAA, and now looks like it's going to be in the majors here, as the Astros fans are loving this one. 3rd home run of the season for Carlos Correa. 2-run dinger there for him, and that puts the Astros now in the lead in front of this home crowd. Not what we need right now, as we're trying to slow them down. Of course, we're trying to get our 10th win for Vargas. And Vargas acts like he does not want it. So now Santana up to bat here. Can we stop the bleeding here now? 0-2 count for Santana. 2 out. Can we finally get it out here to get out of this inning? We do so there as he swings and misses there on that pitch. Nice job, but the damage has already been done there as the Astros take a 2-run lead here in the 5th. Let's see what we can do now here as we jump to now the 7th inning here. Markakis up to bat here. Of course, remember, we're the Cardiac Royals, as you know, pretty much for the majority of the episodes here you've seen, if we've been down, late here, especially if we've been late going down, we usually come back out of nowhere in the 8th and 9th innings. Well, the question is that gonna, at some point here, that's gonna come back and bite us here? Hopefully that won't be in this game here, as now Peralta is going to be up to bat here. 1 for 2 for Peralta, as there's 1 out already. And he singled back in the 2nd. We'll see what he can do with 1 out and nobody on here as Peralta gets a pitch here. Peralta hits this one. That's going to be a dribbler there to the 3rd baseman. And again, for whatever reason, they decide not to throw the 1st. So J.D. Martinez is up the bat next here. 0 for 2. He struck out already. And we'll see. Of course, we've been waiting for J.D. Martinez to turn out to be the J.D. Martinez we know and love in IRL. As he hits this one right up the middle there, that is going to be a base hit for him. And that is going to put him on board with 1 out. So now the pitching coach is going to come out here, talk to his guy. And looks like they're going to give him the hook, as Cosart is going to be taken out here with a 2-run lead. And, of course, 2 runners on board here. Of course, if those runners do come across, he will be hit with those, as Dave Levitt will come out. There you see Leves here, I should say, if I can speak correctly and read. 44 games he's been in so far, 2-1 for the season. He has 1 save. We'll see what he can do, if he can manage to keep this lead where it's at for the Astros. As that one gets thrown there off to the side and does not go chasing there, as we have Omar Fonte up here. We'll see a pitch here, and Omar gets a hold of this one there. He decides he's going to go after that, and that's going to be a base hit, and it's going to hold up the Royals here as the bases are juiced, and Alex Gordon is going to come up to bat. You see 10-game hitting streak now for Fonte, as this could be his last year with us. As Gordon now up to bat here. Bases are loaded here. 0-1 count, 1 out. We'll see what Gordon's going to do here. Gordon gets a hold of this one here, high and deep. That's going to go out to right field. Ball rattles around here. 2 runs will come in to score, and the runners will hold up at 2nd and 3rd. Nice job. That's a 2 RBI double for Alex Gordon, as Lynn now comes with the bat here. The ball game's now tied up 5-all. And, of course, the big bat of Adam Lynn's going to come up. He's already hit 2 home runs already today. And this time they decide, nope, we're not going to deal with you. And we're just going to put you on first. So Adam Lynn gets the bat taken away from him. And now we have to look at to see what our next batter is going to do here. And that will be no other than Eric Hosmer. Eric Hosmer, he's had a rough year this year. He's right now on the looking like he could be traded if things do not turn around here for him, as he has a great opportunity now to prove us wrong. Bases are loaded, and no, he swings and misses there on that one, as the bases are still juiced, and he just does not do a good job there finding that pitch there, as he just gets twisted up on that play. So now Salvy's going to be up to bat next here. Of course, Salvy's not having a great year himself. He's just right under where he should be at average. He's around that, I believe, around that 250, 260 mark. So bases are loaded here for Salvy, as he has a 1-2 count here for him. And Salvy swings and misses there. And that is out number 2, or actually number 3 there. And that gets the Astros out of the inning. So Astros give up 2 runs here by that double, that 2 RBI double off of Alex Gordon. And we tie this ball game up 5-all here, as we go now to the top half, the top half of the 8th. So Matt Albert's now coming up the pitch here. He's 22 games in this season already, 1 for 5, and he has, of course, pretty so average ERA, I should say. So now we'll see here. This is going to be a ball hit as they shifted there on Moose, and Moose gets a single there on that play. Nice job there for Moose as he gets himself on board here. Hopefully Astros know that they're on upset alert here, as we'll see Markakis up to bat next here. Markakis chops this one there. Pitcher's going to make a play there to first and get him out, but does advance the runner over to second. Putting the runner in scoring position now here, with runners now on second and with 1 out. Johnny Peralta has now a chance now to try to drive that runner home. Johnny Peralta 2 for 3 here this season. He's been another great acquisition that we've picked up early this year with all the year in the offseason with the St. Louis Cardinals, as that one is going to come around, and you see Moose struggling here, or coming around there, not struggling, but just making a big turn there and coming on home to score, making it now 6-5 as Peralta gets his 21st RBI this season. So Peralta did his job there, got the 1-run lead. Now the question is, can we keep this train going with 1 out? 3-1 count now for Martinez. Martinez takes this one here high and deep. This goes back. This goes deep. This one's going to rattle around. That is going to be a ground rule double, as that one hops out of the ballpark there. And that is going to put now runners in scoring position. So nice job there. Even with that ground rule double, it's 15th of the season. As we'll see, they are going to go ahead and they're going to pitch around Infante. Of course, we know Infante's what to do. If you've been missing this series, you guys, definitely go back to the first season in the last game of the World Series and see what Infante did. He hit a blast that is by far one of my favorite in this series, helping us get in that first World Series victory. So now bases are loaded here for Alex Gordon here. 1 out, 1-1 count for Gordon. Gordon tips this one here high and deep. This goes back. It's going to go back, and it's going to be just warning track power. But that should be enough for a runner to come in to score. But no, the runner is told to hold up. And for whatever reason, I don't know what the deal was, but that should have came in for a run here, unless they believe in in Adam Lynn. Lynn already hit 2 home runs in this game, especially back in the first inning. He just popped one right off and got this party started. Let's see what he can do here. And, of course, they cannot walk him as the bases are juiced, and we'll see what Lynn can do here in this situation. Oh, Lynn pops this one past the third baseman. Run comes in to score. Bases are still juiced, and of course, 1 run did come in, and it's now 7-5. Bases are still juiced here as we'll see Hosmer up to bat. Hosmer 0-1 count here. Hosmer going to right field, up, back, deep, and that ball is gone. Grand slam from Eric Hosmer. What is the deal? Great job there from Hosmer maybe he is changing my mind. I don't know. Maybe a couple more games. And if he can do that in a few more games here, he gets his 12th of the season. And Hosmer just now blows his lead up for the Royals, as he is at 440 feet deep to right. As you see there, he knows he has all of that and much, much more. As the crowd now comes to a kind of a hush now here. We got a few Royals fans out there cheering us on. And now this is, I believe, a 12-5 ball game. So Jake Barrett now will come out here and pretty much play, just try to get some work in here, as this one's just pretty much out of reach now for the Astros. As we're here in the top of the 9th, Royals up to bat here once again. It's 11-5, excuse me. If I can do my math correctly here, we'll see what Moose can do here as he takes the first pitch, and Moose just grounds this one there to the first baseman for the first out. As pretty much the Astros right now, they're going to have a hell of a comeback here if they want to get back in this ball game. But it's going to take a lot here, because we do have a great closer of our own here that can get us out of this ball game. So Marquez gets up to bat next here with 1 out. Nobody on here. We'll see the pitch here. This is going to be a ground ball there to short. A nice play there. Nice 6-3 put out as they get out number 2 here in the top of the 9th. So now Johnny Peralta will be up the bat next here. I believe this will be his 5th at bat here today. He's 3 for 4 in this one. We'll see what he can do with a 1-2 count upon him. And he's going to swing this one. That's going to go right up the middle there for a base hit, putting him on board on a 2-out single. Nice job, as now we'll see Martinez, J.D. Martinez up to bat next here. We'll see what he can do. He looks for a pitch here. He's going to go down the right field line. That one's going to hop around here. That should put runners in scoring positions now at 2nd and 3rd. And the Royals look like they want to try to score some more here. Put some more insurance runs for them, just in case something funky happens to go sideways here. As we take a look at the replay there, and nice job there from Martinez, as he's really showing to be that kid that we know in IRL right now, who can find his pitch and just drive it. So Alfonte's up to bat next here, 1-0 count. And we'll see with 2 outs. We'll see the pitch here. This one gets past the infield there. 2 runs should come in to score, as Alfonte's going for a double. And he will get a 2 RBI double for himself. And that's going to increase the lead now to 13-5. Alex Gordon up to bat here with just only 2 outs. Royals are doing a great job here, adding those insurance runs here. As we'll see Gordon there, and he gets a hold of this one and chops it there onto the ground and to the second baseman for the easy 4-3 put away. As Tude does a great job there defensively, and they are trailing here by quite a bit. It is 13-5. Go to the bottom of the 9th here. Last chances now for the Houston Astros to come back in this one for them, as Santana is going to come out to bat here. And we'll see what he can do. And, of course, he had to put up a big bat earlier. Hit a solo. I believe he was one of the ones that hit no, he didn't hit a solo shot. Regardless, we kept him neutralized, as we'll see a ground ball there to second. Nice job there from Infante. Turns that one around there. That is out number 1 for the Houston Astros, as Houston Astros trying to they almost had this game won, but the floodgates open up there back in the 8th inning, as Torres now up to bat. We'll see what he can do with an 0-2 count. 1 out. And we'll see the pitch here. I believe Coleman is out there pitching for us, as he's just getting some work in here today, as we don't have an opportunity for a save. And that's a nice job there, as they get that batter out. 2 away now. So see Hyman, the catcher, come out to bat here next, as Coleman trying to get this game here quickly out. And in this one here, is this a fly ball right down the left field line? That's going to be a base hit. And what is Gordon doing? Just staring at it here. That ends up turning out to be a double. And that is going to put now Houston with a base runner in scoring position. So now Dexter Fowler is going to come up to bat next here. We'll see what he can do, as he has a pitch here. This one's going to get popped up right up the elevator shaft here. Salvi calling everyone off. And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is your ball game as the Royals pick up the victory here. And a nice victory of all that in this first game of this series with the Houston Astros. And we win this one 13-5 is your final score. What a game. These Royals putting up some big numbers here. We've been doing that pretty much all season long here. That's why we have a 20-game lead on most people here in the division. So, as you take a look, Adam Lind, 4 for 4 for the day, 2 home runs, 4 RBIs, 3 runs scored. Hosmer, 2 for 5, a home run, 4 RBIs. He had that big grand slam there and a run score. JD, 3 for 5, 2 doubles and a run score, and Peralta, 4 for 5, RBI and a run scored. Vargas got his 10th win of the season. He's now 10-2, 7 innings of work, 8 hits, 5 runs, all of them earned, and 1 walk, about 8 strikeouts there for him. As for the Houston Astros, you see their numbers there. And, of course, Springer and Correa both hit a home run. Oh, also the catcher, Tyler there, Heinerman. Jeez, King. Anyway, they both all 3 of them hit a home run apiece there. And they, I was really getting scared there when that inning. I'm like, oh boy, I'm like, I actually played these games back to back to one another. This game and then before the first game we've seen earlier in this episode, the AAA game. I'm like, oh boy, this is not a good episode to have 2 losses back to back. But hey, I'm human. I lose too. So, but coming up, we'll finish out this series here. I think I went ahead and sim the next 2 games of this series. Just take a look at the box score right now. You guys can pause the video if you want to see more of what's going on here. But I believe we end up simming this series because I'm trying to move along here as quickly as we can, especially as we're in the month of July. And like I mentioned before, we do have a pretty good lead in the division. So we're not going to probably be playing too many divisional games. If we do, I think in future episodes, we're going to kind of play a game or something. And I'll show a box score like I am right here in this one. And then just kind of move on to the next game. Move on to the next series and just pick based off of who needs a victory, who needs a win. So we'll just kind of do that through the next couple episodes. But actually, before those episodes come out, you guys will actually get to see some games here coming up right before the All-Star break. We'll have a series against, I believe it's the Giants coming up. We'll see the first game of that series. You'll probably end up seeing the first 2 games of that series, if not the first and I think it's the first and third game of that series. The second game will be a standalone episode that it'll be just me kind of highlighting the game. May even actually put some triple or double A action in that episode because I do have a on that same day as the first game you'll see here coming up in that start of the Giants series. You'll also see a full version of AA and AAA along with that Major League game coming up here very soon. They won't be all showed up on one day in the video, but there'll be separate videos of those 3 individual games, but they all take place in that one day. So you guys can see more. We'll have more videos like that for the rest of the series, and then after that we'll play. Like I said, game 2 of that series of the Giants. As you see there, we win this game 7-5. It's a nice job there for us, as we still just are killing it there. I really do love this lineup, you guys. That's why I love this series. I love it playing it. I know it's on MLB 17, the show, and at some point I was going to try and move it. Ideally, I was trying to move it over to each and every single game up till at least to 20, because this is a series I love. I love playing this Royals team. I love this team I put together, and I just cannot wait to see what else we can do. I don't want to end this series, but at some point here we're going to have to end it, and we might have to end it after this next World Series run. We've already got 2 World Series underneath our belt. One more, I think we just after this, I think we'll just call it quits for the series. But for the most part, this has been a fun series. You know, if you remember, if you guys don't remember, but I was challenged by a good friend of mine, good friend of this channel, my buddy Steve, who told me, it's like, hey, you know, do something with the Royals, see what you can do with them. And so far, we've been pretty successful. I mean, I feel like I've been making the right moves. And of course, some of the moves, you know, we unfortunately won't get to see some of the prospects that we brought, that we recruited. And, you know, I don't know, maybe if I can get to this series and get it to 18, you know, or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. It just depends on how fast we can get this to move along in this series here. Because, like I said, if you guys don't know on this channel, I have a lot of variety on this channel, and I try to keep it fresh. I try to keep it new and stuff. But at the same time, it's, you know, if it becomes stale or people are not really into it and stuff like that, then I have to move along and kind of move on to something else. We see, whoa, we got an injury here. Who is this? Oh no, it's Johnny Peralta. What? Oh, he has a fractured foot. He's gonna be out one. Okay, see, this is what I was talking about. We have these injuries that are killing us here, and especially a guy like him. I don't want to see that. So unfortunately, we're gonna keep him. We're gonna keep him on the roster, but he's gonna be inactive, for at least for the time for right now. We'll probably eventually put him on the 60-day DL, or we might actually maybe move the 10-day DL, and then just whenever we need a renewal, we'll put him on there. Because I really believe he might be in there in time. He might miss the rest of the regular season, but you know, he still can be, you know, he'll still be eligible to play in the postseason. As we see here, we win the next game 8-2. Nice job there. As this is on the 4th of July of all things. So. But yeah, I you know, this is one of the, that's what I'm talking about. This has been really tough for us, because Ben Zobrist, remember the name, that I mentioned earlier, the shortstop we had, he got hurt earlier this season, and we're not gonna see him at all this season whatsoever, unless we get a miracle. So yeah, I mean, right now that means we're gonna have to move guys around. So that means the guy I was mentioning, one of our AAA guys, Dozier, Hunter Dozier, he might be getting a call up to play that third base position there, as we don't really have a solid third baseman. I mean, our shortstop could play it, but you know, I kind of like him at short. I don't want to move Alfonte because he seems like, you know, he's a guy. He's kind of our cornerstone there in that area, in that second, you know, in the infield for us. And I really don't want to, you know, move him around because, you know, he's. I'm not, when I say old man, I mean it out of respect. You know, he's a guy that kind of, you know, he's earned a spot there at third base. So, all right, second base. But yeah, we might have to go ahead and give Dozier a shot at playing third base. He may not play it every day. We got some other guys that we could fill in that position to kind of rotate guys in and out, because there are some guys that we really do need to kind of see what they can do, because you know, I want to give people want to give them experience so they're ready for the playoffs, and get them a chance to show what they can do. Because right now on free agency, there is nobody decent in free agency. Free agency is really tapped out in a lot of positions. We could be looking at a trade. I could, you know, trade one of our good prospects that we have and use them as bait to maybe bring somebody in. I'm not saying somebody huge with a big contract. I'm looking for somebody that's decent that could come in and help us out. As you see there, we got a lot of guys. A lot of these guys are AA guys. Adam Jackson, who's another, I think, one of our young prospects there. Who's Jesus Flores. And you see, of course, Ben Zobrist, who is going to be out for 5 to 6 months. I mean, we are not going to see him at all. So we end up winning that series there against Houston. Nice job. We sweep it, and we get a day off there. And there you see. So, like I said, the next episode, it will be the King Felix versus Scott Kazmir series game there that started off that series with the Giants. That's a 3-game series. You guys will see in entirety that game plus the AAA game. They're in AAA. They're in Omaha and also in Arkansas against with our Naturals. All those games are played in one day, and you guys will be spread out in 3 days here in YouTube land. So you'll start off with the AA, and the next day will be the AAA, and then finally the Major League game. Then the next edited episode, episode 132, will be that second game there in San Francisco, and then the next inside the game, as we like to call them. Just like the first game, you'll see the full entirety of the third game of the series to wrap it up. And then, of course, we got the Home Run Derby. That will be played in its entirety. I will not play it at all like I usually do. And then the All-Star Game, we end up doing the same thing with that. And those will be 2 separate episodes also. So, and then we also got some AAA baseball All-Star Game coming up. That'll be played without me interfering. It'll just play its entirety. So a lot of good videos coming up, and then we'll probably jump into that the next episode 133. We'll jump into Arizona, the Arizona series there. So stay tuned for more as you get a kind of an idea what we're going to be doing here in the next couple of episodes and next couple of Inside the Games here for this series. Hopefully you guys will stick around and join and watch those and support the channel, as most of you guys have been doing that, and I thank you very, very much for doing so. And we'll have some more, and of course then after that Arizona series we'll start skipping around. We'll play part of that Pittsburgh series there. They're in Pittsburgh, and then kind of move around and get, of course, the trade deadline there on the 31st. We'll try to make some moves on trying to see if we can bring in a third baseman or some infielder that can play third base to help us out. We're not gonna splash too much. We're more buyers than we are sellers this year, of course. But yeah, we'll see how things go here coming up in the next few episodes. So again, guys, thank you so much for supporting this channel, supporting this series especially, and I thank you guys so much. But that's it for me. If you guys did enjoy today's episode, leave a like. If you guys like episodes like this, let me know. I'll try to do more of these if you guys enjoy it. But hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that bell notification so you guys be notified of this series or any other series here on the channel. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Discord. Check out our Discord as we're trying to start a little community there. You guys can join. It's for free. Don't have to pay for nothing. If you got a YouTube channel of your own, you got some series or videos or whatever you guys want to drop, you guys can drop those in there on the Discord. And also check us out on our Twitter. We're always twittering stuff and stuff like that. So if there's a series you guys have of your own, you want me to check it out, I'll check it out and give you guys some feedback and stuff like that. But just try to start a little community there, and just start a sports gaming nation, as we're, like I always mention here on the channel, with you guys out there. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, keep yourselves each other healthy, and I will see you guys next time.